Oh, yesterday I was watching a YouTube video on the Breatharian path, and Elitam, he mentioned one thing. Elitam Elamin is a Breatharian, and he is very active on YouTube, sharing lots of good stuff there. And he said something that stuck with me, and it was he was talking about how there was no separation between him and this flower. He was like saying they were walking outside, and just saying, yeah, this flower is me. I am this flower, and this flower is me, and we're all one, right? So I don't have to go and eat this flower to receive the energy from this flower. I don't have to eat it. I can just observe it. I can just admire it. And also, it's also kind of an illusion that I need to receive energy. That is a concept of the mind, because I am energy, and energy is everywhere. It's always flowing, and it's basically like the mind is blocking that flow. It's interrupting the flow of energy moving, basically. So like the more I'm in my thoughts, the more I'm blocking energy flow. So gosh, how to I'm not very good at structuring these videos. I just start talking and then see where it goes. But anyway, so after watching this video, I just thought some more about this no separation, and I was like, wow, this is really key to this path of changing your changing your view of energy and nourishment, nutrition, energy, nourishment, and nutrition. Changing your perspective on that area in your life, and looking for other ways to satisfy, to nourish yourself, to experience this fullness. So I thought that was really key, this statement that there's no separation. I was like, wow. So that's really what meditation is about for me now. Like that's what meditation really means. That's why it's the foundation, because meditation is a state of being where there's no concept, really, like where you're going beyond the mind and beyond the concept of separation, and you get into this, like when you really get into it, when you're able to let go of those thoughts and let go of the mind and just be with your breathing and be with your energy, you experience this kind of bliss state. And it feels so good, and I'm not sure I would say it's people say like, yeah, it's your natural state of being, this bliss state. I mean, it's wonderful, and it's it opens up a very, very big and limitless and infinite world. So, and you could say that's our natural state of being, because I actually realized that is actually what is true. This blissful feeling of feeling, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the feeling of eternity, infinity, limitlessness, and lightness, and just kind of out of form. it's formless, and it's so. Wow, this is such a huge topic, because I hope I'm communicating it well. I keep saying that. I don't know if I'm anyway, so what I realized, I thought, gosh, my thoughts are really messy. Anyway, I immediately remembered, after realizing this, like, wow, yeah, this no separation and meditation and this blissfulness and feeling this oneness, you know, there's no borders, there's no lines, there are no, you know, I just am without any kind of limitation. So I remembered a lady, a brain scientist. She got a stroke, and her left brain, yeah, she got a stroke in her left brain. I think that's what happened. And she was just living in her right brain half. And she wrote a book, it's called My Stroke of Insight. I haven't read it. I really, actually, now I'm curious to read it. So I thought about this woman and her experience, and she was saying, like, she was only living in her right brain, and she felt this intense feeling of bliss, and there was no separation, you know, like there was no way for her to even go into the thinking half of her brain, making sense of anything or any kind of logic. I mean, she was able to move and experience, and she was awake and aware, but she was, you know, she was just in her right half brain and experiencing this intense bliss and not seeing any, like, she could see her hand, I guess, but she didn't perceive it as being separate from the energy around her. So very interesting, and I thought, so like, wow, the Breatharian path is basically what founds the sustaining part of being on this path is this living more in the right brain half, living more in being able to being aware of the potential of the right brain half, which is no separation. So if there's no separation, I am one with everything. So that means, like, there's no lack ever, because it's impossible to experience lack in the right brain half, because I am everything and everything is me. So like, everything that I know would have to vanish in a second if there was to be lack. So it's like, it's so that's where you enter the nourishment. Basically, it's knowing that I don't have to claim this banana or this apple. I don't have to claim it and put it into my mouth and run it through my body to be energized by it. I can simply be aware that we are one and the same, and energy is being I'm not lacking energy. I don't need to receive energy. I don't need to, like, all this, like, energy going out and energy coming in. It's a concept of the mind. So if I can move more over to my right brain half, then I can tap into this infinity of energy and nourishment and this oneness, like just realizing that, you know, this book, this energy in this book is in reality, in truth, it is the same source as I am. So this is basically how this lifestyle, how this is possible, how Breatharianism is possible. It's just being aware that we are all one. Everything is energy, and energy is moving or it's blocked. And for me to experience more energy and more flow is then to move more to the right brain half and stop and not block it so much with my thoughts and my mind. But maybe that's also just a concept of the mind, right? Like, is there ever a blockage of energy, you know? Or is that also just a concept of the mind? Like thinking, yeah, no, energy is being blocked because now I'm thinking, you know, like, is that my right brain half communicating that? Or is it my logic saying that, you know? So, it's so interesting. So really so meditation is really the foundation, and it is the foundation because you're moving away from your separating state of being into your oneness state of being. So, wow, right, wow, fascinating. What else can I say? So basically I was doing a little writing here and drawing, and maybe I should hold it longer if you want to have a look. Is it mirrored? Anyway, so left brain is where the illusion exists. Everything that I make up, every separation that I make, you know. And in the right brain half, the truth, that's where the truth lives. So that's basically tapping into truth. Is that a big thing to say? Yeah, maybe. But then I thought, okay, so what is my life then? My life is then right brain and left brain half is connected, and they're communicating, and they create manifestation. So, you know, that's something else to think about. Yeah, manifestation is not something I am very very aware of, let's say. I haven't done much thinking around that topic, but this is interesting, right? Like that the right brain and the left brain together, they manifest my reality. And the more I'm connected to my right brain half, the more I'm able to kind of perhaps feel my power of it, like feel this I don't know, anyway. So I wrote also, like, the right brain half is flow and the left brain half is direction, so an interruption. So it's like the right brain is like a stream that just flows, and the left brain is kind of directing, like where do I want to go, you know, where do I want the flow to go, where am I going? So it's like, it's a beautiful dance between those two halves of creating my life. Super interesting. We will continue on this thought process versus thought slash being, breathing process. Let me just quickly say what I wrote on the right brain half. I wrote reality, truth, the right brain half. Oneness, bliss, creativity, abundance, being, breathing, and flow, the stream. And then on the left brain half, I wrote interruption, direction, separation, logic, analysis, thinking, doing. So when those two sides come together, magic happens. This world exists thanks to those two. I mean, it's just everywhere, right? Like this plus and minus, and this yin and yang, and this these polarities, these opposites, making love and creating magic. Beautiful.